What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to the last polish pickup video for 2025. This year has felt unbelievably long, and at the same time, it's kind of crept up here. If you are new to polish pickup, if you are new to the channel, hello and welcome. Polish Pickup is a monthly collaboration featuring dozens of makers where the fans vote on the theme that is going to be giving our wonderful makers their inspirations for each month. Voting goes up typically during the week of wish listing. And we've had some really awesome themes over the years. The makers you see in my videos are the ones who chose me to represent their polishes through my video reviews and or through my photos you may or may not see on the website. So what you see on the video is just a small fraction of what is on the shop for ordering. The site goes into a wish list mode the week before the shop opens. And then for the pre-order style shopping experience, that is open up the first Friday of each month. I feel so professional getting all this information out and remembering it in the first part of the intro. Of course, it happens like for December, the end of the year. Go figure. I do have some housekeeping stuff to do for my intro per usual. I wanted to take a quick note and just say thank you all so much for your support, for just constantly being so kind. Another wonderful year of polish pickup on the channel. I'm super stoked. I do have a sister channel for polish pickup, PPUTV, that is linked in the description box always. And this month, I don't have a maker for you all. I apologize about that. But if you've been paying attention to my channel, between the Black Friday stuff, between polish pickup, I've had a couple of early labor scares. I've had so much going on. All good things, of course, I'm so very grateful for. But it was just too much to try to squeeze in an episode with Thanksgiving and everything like that too. Be sure to go subscribe to that channel. I have lots of interviews from this year from some incredible makers that I count myself so very lucky that they wanted to do an episode with me. So if you have not checked out any of those episodes, please do. I do plan on continuing it for the year of 2026, which brings me to my next little announcement. I am due for my baby in a couple of weeks, and it's sneaking up here. I will be taking off January from swatching, so I will continue with my giveaway. I will continue with everything in February. So lots and lots to look forward to for next year. I have a lot of plans for next year, so we'll leave it at that. With that said, we do have a giveaway to have. I know I'm getting this video up a little after wish listing, which is fine. I feel like I've had so much content for you all this week, and I have a lot more too while I gear up to my little mini break. So we will have a shaming corner. If your name is around my face here, shame on you. You entered my giveaway last month and you did not come back and check to see if you won or not. Last month we did 20 winners. So to be fair, there was a lot of you. And I actually, I had like total baby brain. And I think it was the next afternoon that I ended up putting up the giveaway winners list on my pinned comment. So technically, if you want to get real, I guess shame on me because I said I was going to do a giveaway and then I totally forgot in space that it was not. In fact, I think it was Friday I said I was going to do it. So I just threw off my own schedule. So I guess shame on me, shame on y'all, shame on everybody. But yeah, if your name's around my head here, please email me, thepolishedmage@hotmail.com so I can get your gift code to you. These codes don't expire, so don't fret, don't freak out or anything. It's just fine. And for this month, I am going to do a giveaway. We'll do 10 winners this month, back to normal scheduling. Of course, for January, I won't be able to have a shaming segment, but that's okay. Depending on how things work out, I guess I'll just come back in February and shame all of you. So if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I give away typically it's 10 gift codes for $10 each to just random commenters on my PPU videos. And there's no special way that you need to enter. All you do is leave a comment. You can say hi. You can say, I don't know, tell me what your favorite dessert is. Tell me what's on your wish list, all that good stuff. Just keep it positive. All I ask is that you are positive to yourself, positive to others. I take pride in my channel being a safe space for people to interact with each other. No bullying, anything like that, no negativity. This is just a fun, happy place where I want all of us to have unicorn farting rainbows vibes. Now, Polish Pickup has 2 set themes if you're new around here. September is always our Halloween month, and December is always our Maker's Choice month, meaning makers can do whatever they want, whether it's, I don't know, a fandom. So a lot of them do seasonal stuff. This month we have a couple of New Year's polishes. There's a lot. And I think it also allows a lot of makers to have just super creative freedom to what they're doing for their December polish, which also means December is a tighter turnaround time. Please note for shipping is bananas for December with the holidays and everything. So there is a tighter turnaround time. A lot of makers have caps. There's going to be lots and lots of caps we're going to see, meaning the specific amount of polishes that a maker can make. It all depends on what they have available, bottles, supplies on hand, and because it's a shorter turnaround time for them to get it to headquarters, a lot of times we just have somewhat smaller caps, we'll see. With that said, in the Facebook group, I do have a FOMO thread that I run as one of the admins that I help out with on the Facebook group over there. I do have a FOMO thread. So in the event that like a maker is able to quickly source pigments or bottles or whatever, and they did sell out their cap and they're able to increase the cap, I do announce it over there too. It's super fun. I try to be as ridiculous as possible. Also just kind of not going too far with my nonsense. I always link the Facebook group in the introduction too, if you want to get in there and join that. So I'm going to quit yammering. We have a nice beefy video for this month. I'm super excited. And we have some beautiful glitters. I'm so excited. We got some like super, really, really pretty glitters. So without further ado, let's dive in and check out this year's Maker's Choice theme. Starting off with Ahmya Cosmetics, this is Flight of Dusk, described as an olive green base with pink and gold magnetic pigments. This one's inspired by the elephant moth. Price is $14 and there's a cap of 250 bottles. This is one of those magnetics that the pigment, in my opinion, is on the heavier side. So make sure you are going in for maybe an extra 10 seconds when you do your magnetizing. I chose to use a magnetic top coat to help me out with that. If you're curious, it's Tyler's Trinkets, and it got me a crispier line in the long run. Also make sure to magnetize your glossy top coat layer. Baroness X Tinsel is a sister to last month's Inner Balance. It's metallic silver shimmer polish with gold metallic magnetic pigment. This one's inspired by the vintage Tinsel and Garland. Price is $13.50. There's no cap. And this is totally nailed it on that inspiration. It is very pretty. In person, the magnetic line is a touch on the subtle side, but it looks really cool regardless. And it is user-friendly in that it was quick to snap to my ring magnet. But again, it's like it's like an interesting gold type of thing. I think my full hand shot gives you a really good idea what I'm talking about. This is almost a 1-coater polish. I chose to do 2 light coats and you can see how beautiful it built up. I think it looks really cool unmagnetized too. BCB Lacquers, I'm a flawed, pretty evil creature. This is a dusty lavender crelly base with a blue to purple shimmer and a pink, orange, gold, green shifting magnetic pull. This one's inspired by Rowena from the show Supernatural. Price is $13.75 and there's a cap of 500 bottles. I Am Flawed has a somewhat jelly type of feel to it, but I do agree it kind of plumps up like a crelly on that second coat. I chose to stop there. I went in normal for me, and you can see it built up very quickly to opacity. This is another magnetic that I think looks really interesting unmagnetized if you wanted to be lazy and not do that. But when magnetizing, you'll see that strong pinky type of glow there. Very easy to use here too. No issues to report. And it does dry down quite flat, so make sure you are plumping this one up with a really good glossy top coat. This is quite shifty. At angles, there is that easy gold shift that you're going to see on my macro shot here. Beaux Rêves Talk Lunar to me is an icy light pink lavender with gold, aqua, green, violet shimmer and holographic glitters. This one's $12.50 with no cap, and it starts off my first top pick for the video. If you saw my Beaux Rêves video for Black Friday, this is the polish that goes along with the collection if you want to complete your set. It's beautiful. It is quick to hit opacity. I think 2 coats and a glossy top coat is perfect. The shimmer is just as strong as you see on the video in person too. It is chef's kiss. Bee's Knees Lacquer exists in Contradictions. Is a dark blue polish with a mosaic magnetic that upon first glance looks like an ordinary pink multichrome. When magnetized, you'll see a bright pink and a bright blue magnetic pigment. This one's inspired by Persephone. Price is $14.50, capped at $7.50, and it is part of that Persephone collection that you guys saw me post last week for my Black Friday series. This has an excellent formula to it. It is so quick to hit opacity, and it's got that wonderful pigment that is very, very quick to snap to. If you liked the Persephone polishes, you will 10 out of 10 like this one. This is another one of my top picks for this month. It is stunning. That full hand shot there gives you a good idea of all that delicious movement from that pigment. There is that, it's like a pinky purple that is against that blue. Cadillacquer's Experience is a light blue to purple magnetic and a deep blue base packed with red to orange to yellow aurora shimmer. This one's inspired by the Italian composer and pianist Ludovico Einaudi and his song Experience. Price is $14.50, and there's a cap of 295 bottles. This is another user-friendly magnetic. We have quite a few of them this month. I want to note this is very quick to hit opacity. On my falsies though, on my clear falsies, I chose to do 3 coats. That 3rd coat is incredibly thin, and that's just because I could kind of tiniest bit see through my falsies away from my lighting area. So with that said, if you're rocking natural nails, 2 coats is all you need. This is beautiful opacity. I just want that to be known. If you have Gel X or anything like that, I would suggest that 3rd super thin coat. This one's also quite shifty in person too. Cracked Polish Big Ole Hoops is a deep purple brown with glowing green shimmer. This one's inspired by the 90s. Price is $13, and it's capped at 750 bottles. This definitely looks like some 90s polish to me. I'm digging it. It's got an excellent formula here, as you can see on that 2nd coat. Beautiful buildup and plumping action. I'm going to suggest 2 coats. Can't see many needing to go past that, unless of course you tend to apply incredibly thin. This will dry down quite flat, no texture or anything, so just use your glossy top coat of choice. Cupcake Polish Baja Blast is a teal crelly packed with glowing teal aurora shimmer. This one's inspired by its namesake. Price is $13.50, and there's no cap. This is another one that I chose to take up to 3 coats with. It is another one of my top picks, of course. I loved the way it popped against my skin tone. Those of you rocking natural nails or shorties, I could see you stopping at 2 coats, your preference, but I liked that beautiful plumping buildup of that 3rd coat. So however you want to wear it, it is very crelly-like in that regard. I recently found out we have a Taco Bell cafe in Houston that I'm totally going to go to. They have a Baja Blast like frappe or something, and I have to have it. Cuticula's Berry Lit is a berry base with pink-orange shifting shimmer and silver holographic flakes. This one's $13.50, capped at $600. This is one of those berries that on my photos, I feel like it pulled the tiniest bit light. My full hand shot on the video is going to give you a really good idea of what I'm seeing in person. It's deep, but it is that type of purple with that reddish strong cast from the shimmer, if that makes sense. Excellent buildup here. It's quite jelly-like, and I wanted to maximize the shimmer, so I would suggest 3 light coats and a glossy top coat. No texture. Danglefoot's Team Pacey is a green teal blue shimmering base with silver magnetic pull. This one's inspired by Dawson's Creek. Price is $14, and there's a cap of 150 bottles. Another excellent magnetic here. This one is another very, I don't want to classify it as slippery per se because it didn't smear with my glossy top coat, but it's slick in that it wanted to really pull with the magnet here. So very user-friendly and easy to manipulate your particles. I chose to do 2 coats. I can't really see many needing to go past that per se, and a good glossy top coat. I really like the contrast on this one. Dreamland Lacquer Bog to Table is a deep wine base filled with pink, orange, gold iridescent flakes and fuchsia holographic micro glitter. This one's inspired by delicious winter cranberry desserts. Price is $13.50, and it's capped at 500 bottles. Bog to Table, in my opinion, is a very jelly-like formula. If you're rocking Gel X or clear falsies like myself, I will encourage you to definitely go up to 3 coats with it. Natural nails, I could still see going up to 3 light coats. It just deepens out that base color. And this is another one that my photos pulled pretty light. So please note, for color accuracy, refer to my full hand shot in that regard. I didn't really have a whole lot of texture with this, but it is quite thirsty, so I'd still suggest a thin layer of glitter smoother. Glam Polish, a Court of Frost and Starlight, is a blue-gray crelly with shifting iridescent flakes, aurora shimmer, and white glitter mix. It is inspired after Court of Frost and Starlight, the part of the book series that has me in a chokehold right now, and I don't really know what to do with my life because I don't want to start any other book series. Anyways, this one's 14 with a cap of 250. This one is not officially in her winter collection that just dropped, but it definitely could fall into that category. It's crelly-like, it's very plumping. I'd suggest 2 coats, a glitter smoother and glossy top coat. Glisten Glow Ice Castles is a smoky blue-based jelly polish loaded with shimmer that shifts purple, light pink, and yellow and green at extreme angles. It's inspired by its namesake. Price is $13.50 and the cap has to be decided. I was pleasantly surprised with this buildup. I really thought I was going to go up to 3 coats with it. It is kind of frosty in that you'll want to mind your brush strokes to prevent any types of streaking on your nails. Do 2 normal coats, dry time was excellent, and that's all you need. This is an interesting frosty kind of appearance. Glisten Glow is also bringing us a cuticle remover and oil duo this month. The duo is $12.50, and there is no cap on the sets. The cuticle remover is unscented, and then the cuticle oil this month is in the scent Candy Cane. And for the cuticle remover, very simple to use. You just get it out on the brush there from the pen. Both of these are 2 milliliters respectively in their pens. Leave the jelly good stuff on your nails. Try to avoid your skin. Just get it flush up against your cuticles there. And then let it sit for 60 seconds. I use a glass cuticle stick. This is the one in the polish pickup shop if you're curious. Most of y'all know the drill at this point. And you're just going to go in and gently push back your cuticles and you're good to go. You wash off your cuticle remover and you can trim any hangnails, file your nails, all that good stuff. The cuticle oil scent, it's described as a cool minty blend of peppermint, spearmint, and vanilla sugar. To my nose, it is very much a mixture of spearmint and peppermint, and it's got the tiniest bit of a vanilla sugar undertone to it. So if you like a sweet peppermint, absolutely 10 out of 10 as a peppermint lover gets my pick for that. Glisten Glow is also bringing us their glitter grabber this month. This is a glitter smoothing top coat. I've mentioned a glitter smoother so many times on the channel, and this is one of them. This is one of the ones that I actually use in rotation. There's 3 brands that I rotate with, and Glisten Glows is definitely one that I reach for all the time. I'm going to show you this over the Tyler's Trinkets this month because it's a thirsty, flaky polish. This works over glitters too. It's wonderful. You're going to apply a thin to regular coat over the polish. Let it set for like 2 or 3 minutes. It's not super long. And then go in with your glossy top coat of choice and you are good to go. You need a glitter smoother in your arsenal if you are wearing indie polish. Haunted Polish Shadow Thorn is a lush emerald green that shines with green to violet large particle shimmer. It's inspired by a moonlit garden. Price is $13.50 and there's no cap. Per usual, we have a majestic formula from Haunted Polish. No issues here. It is so quick to build up to opacity. I'm going to suggest 2 light coats and a glossy top coat of choice. This is quite jewel toned. Really nice for the holidays too. There is a soft type of purple shift at the most extreme angles. Jen and Berry's Strobe is an ocean blue base with blue to purple shifty shimmer and pink reflective glitter. This one's inspired by Strobe from Deadmau 5. I apologize if I said that incorrectly. This one's $13.50 with no cap. I really liked this one. This is another one of my top picks this month. I'm a glitter fan and I so love a good coverage glitter. Give me it all. Some of you can stop at 2 coats, your choice. I chose to do 3 light and it is magical. It is sparkly. You will absolutely need a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat in tandem to smooth this one out. And it is just so beautiful and glowy and sparkly in person. KBShimmer Everything is Pine is a deep blue-green base with color-shifting shimmer and holographic flake. This one is inspired after snow-covered pine trees. It is 13 with no cap. This is another one of my top picks this month. The formula is impeccable. I took this one up to 2 coats. You don't need to go anything past that. It deepened out beautiful. Has a very standard type of formula, not really leaning either way. No texture to report, and it's just one of those universally flattering colors. Lemming Lacquer Queen of the Ember Frost is a dusty blue with molten aurora shimmer, shifting to gold and orange and holographic microflakes. It's inspired by cold wintered skies and blinding sunlight on the snow. It's 14 with a cap of 150 bottles. Ember Frost to me is quite crelly in that it's plumping, but it builds like a jelly. It is quick to squish up on the nail and plump up. Not a bad thing. So I chose to stop at 2 coats, and you can see it is damn good on opacity there. Again, it's got this like lightish type of feel to it though at the same time. Lumen Winter's Wings is a blue base with green and gold shimmer and scattered holographic effect. This one's inspired by fluttering wings in the cold winter. It is 13 with no cap, and it's another one of my top picks this month. This is a shimmer that is done ridiculously well. I'm going to strongly urge you to go up to 3 coats with it, maximize your shimmer, and really amp up that opacity. It's potentially a soft color if you wanted to stop at 2 coats, but if you're like me, give it to me. Give me it all. That 3rd coat is magical. This is so luminous in person. My full hand shot gives you a good idea of that. I really liked it against my skin tone, especially being warm undertone. I think that cool appearance popped really well against me. Monarch Lacquer Panda-Monium is a unique mix of tiny matte white glitter and black flake. This is inspired by pandas. It is 1350 with no cap. And another one of my top picks. And this is just really unique. And I have to say, this is another one very well done. There is no fishing. I didn't have to overshake the hell out of the bottle, vortex it or whatever. It's beautifully suspended throughout the bottle. So it is very, very quick to hit opacity. So chef's kiss on this one, Monarch. You did a really good job. I'm going to suggest 2 normal coats, a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Nailed It Spirit of the River is a dusty teal base that shifts to blue in the sunlight to blurple under UV light with a haunting pink to gold shifting shimmer. This one's inspired by Spirited Away. This is 1350, capped at 300. Spirit of the River has a wonderful formula to it. I chose to stop at 2 coats. It's very smooth on application and quick to build up. I'm going to suggest those 2 and a good glossy top coat. I want to highlight bells and whistles here. I went outside to try to capture it, and my photos are absolutely garbage from the outdoor shot. And of course, it was transitioning so quickly on the UV flashlight here. I know you can barely see it, but it is this like dusky type of blue in the sunshine. Night Owl, the Big Dark, is a clear base filled with holographic dust and multichrome pigment that shifts indigo, violet, magenta, red. This one's inspired by the time period during the fall-winter season in Western Washington referred to as the Big Dark. It's 13 with no cap. This has an excellent formula to it. Another one of my top picks. I know there's quite a few this month, but for good reason. We've got a lot of really nice formulas and very interesting combinations. The Big Dark applies similar to like somewhat a more opaque type of jelly. I think 2 to 3 coats is perfect depending on how you apply. That shimmer is everything, and the rainbows and bright lights is wonderful. Painted Polish, blinging in the new year. This would have to be my top pick probably out of, I don't know, like the last couple of months. When I say I like glitter polishes, this is a great example of what I'm talking about. This is described as a mix of pink and gold hollow galaxy glitters and gold and silver reflective glitters and black flakies in a clear base. It's inspired by the ball drop on New Year's Eve in Times Square. It's $12.50 with no cap. Some of you may be able to get away with 2 coats with this. I chose to do 3 because I'm extra as hell, and this is exactly how I like to wear my glitters. Beautiful. It is ridiculously sparkly. This is one of those good type of glitters that I call it. Like those types of good glitters that sparkle a lot. You will need a glitter smoother with this. Paradox Polish Cozy Weather It's a light gray curly with light blue reflective glitter, pink flake, pink gold iridescent flake, and scattered holographic effect. This is inspired by the rain, the cold, and the fog of the season. Price is $13 and there's no cap. Cozy Weather has a wonderful Crelly formula. It is quite self-leveling, and I was pleasantly surprised that that second coat popped so ridiculously well. And again, self-leveling. It's quite forgiving on that formula. So 2 coats, a glitter smoother, and a glossy top coat is a must, as those reflective glitters will give you some texture, especially with the flake combination too. Penelope Loose Roses for the Queen is a turquoise blue base with baby pink magnetic pigment. It's inspired after a very common New Year's tradition on Brazilian beaches, throwing flowers into the sea for the queen. It's $13.50 with a cap of 700 bottles. I chose to take this one up to 2 coats. It starts off pretty soft and jelly-like, but on that second coat, I was pleasantly surprised how much it plumped up on the nail. I felt like a third coat was going to be way too much polish to work with. So stop at 2 coats. The magnetic pigment here is a touch on the heavier side. You'll want to go in for another 10 seconds or so, but totally worth it as that contrast is lovely. This will dry down very flat and metallic-like, so make sure you're using like a plumping glossy top coat to amp it up in that glossiness. Phoenix brings us Succulents. This is inspired after its namesake. Price is $13.50 and it's capped at $400. If I had to describe this, as I don't have the official description for this one yet, I would describe it as being a succulent garden type of green. It's got a silvery magnetic pigment and a strong pink to purple aurora shimmer of some sort. This is just my unprofessional, I guess, professional guess, or whatever. Succulents does have an excellent formula though. It starts off on the kind of jelly side, but you can see it plumped up like a cream on the second coat. Very pretty and a really lovely contrast on that shiftiness there. That pink and purple in the backdrop is just like how you'll see it in person too. This is one of those slippery magnetics, so please make sure you are magnetizing that top coat layer. Royla Lee, this is the ass of a killer Bella. This is a black tinted base with green to blue shifting shimmer, silver reflective glitter, hollow glitter, and scattered hollow. This one's inspired after Twilight movie. It's $13.75 with no cap. This is it too. This is like the polish of the year. I'm crowning this polish. Not only is the inspiration, the name, and the butt label hilarious, this is beautiful and so just damn perfect for the inspiration. And it's incredibly flattering too. Wonderful formula, 2 coats, glitter smoother, and glossy top coats, all you need. Sassy Sauce Rosé the Night Away is a purple when cold thermal to orange red gold green shimmer when warm with black and ghost flakies. This one's inspired by a bottle of rosé. Price is $13.50 and it's capped at 500 bottles. This has a Crelly formula, excellent to build up to opacity here too. 2 coats and I was good to go. Now this will be quite a bit thirsty with those flakes, so I'd suggest a layer of glitter smoother and glossy top coat. Thermal properties were excellent and reactive, and my macro shot gives you a good idea of how that shimmer shifts. Last but not least is Tyler's Trinkets. This is Heels Nails Blade Mascara, described as a blackened indigo base with pink, orange, gold, and turquoise blue purple shifting flakes and a touch of silver and gold hollow micro glitters. This one's inspired by K-pop Demon Hunters. Price is $13 and it's capped at $300. I have Tyler's K-pop Demon Hunters collection I will be posting this week that goes along with this polish. If you want the full collection, you'll need to get this polish plus the other 5 that will be releasing later this week on his site. This has an excellent formula, quick to hit opacity, and I'm going to suggest 2 coats, a glitter smoother, and a glossy top coat, as you saw on the Glistening Glow demonstration. And we're going to wrap this up with the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Ahmya works pretty well, though it is, I don't know, I just think it's too much over a topper. Baroness X, same thing. It's too opaque. It just doesn't work. Beaux Rêves is beautiful as a topper. I think it works. BKL looks cool over black. I can't see it popping really well over anything else. Cadillacquer also works too, but you're kind of taking away that contrast. Cracked, I think could work over dark colors, but it is very opaque. Cupcake is stunning as a topper. Greens, blues, and blacks. Cuticula Berry Lit would work over purples, maybe in reds. Danglefoot looks really cool over black, so I think this might have some potential. Dreamland is jelly-like. I think if you did matchy-match undies, perhaps. Glam is too crelly-like. Glisten Glow makes a fantastic topper. You can probably get a little creative with that. Haunted is too opaque outside of black. Gin and Berries works beautifully as a topper. KBShimmer, same thing. It is too opaque, not a bad thing. The Lemming, I think, would work over blues and that type of thing. Maybe. Keep in mind it's milky. Lumen, possibly over dark colors. And Monarch, I chose to be a little different. So dry brush it and it works as a topper. Nailed It. Maybe. It does look pretty over black, but I don't know. Kind of on the fence about that. Night Owl, too opaque. I wouldn't recommend. Painted Polish, yes, if you dry brush it. Paradox, it's too milky in my opinion. Penelope Loose, yeah, I think over dark colors, it passes the test. Just dark colors. Phoenix, I don't really care for it over black. Royal Lee, this just shows you how beautiful that shimmer is. I don't recommend it. You're wasting your time. Sassy Sauce and Tyler's are both too opaque. I don't think you're doing them justice. So to round out our polish items, I have 2 of my usual non-polish items to sniff test for you all, going in order of alphabetical order. My brain is so fried already. I have BCB Lacquers Cuticle Oil Pen to sniff test for you all. I know a lot of you know exactly what I'm about to say. This is a 6 milliliter behemoth style pen. It is so huge. I am so sorry about the yellow lighting behind me. It's a new office, new everything. So I really need to figure out the lighting situation when stupid daylight savings is ruining everything. Anyways, we are all over the place today. BCB Lacquers does a wonderful cuticle oil pen. Again, these are very big size pens. Sorry about the packaging sounds. Here we go. This month's scent is My People Skills Are Rusty. And I have to agree with that. I feel like that when I am in person nowadays. I don't even know how to interact with people. This pen is a clickable style pen. It's got a nice wide brush up here to go along with the giant, massive pen size. And there is a clicky little pen here that you see. Brittany's pens, I think she if they're like soda cans, I swear she shakes them and then they just squirt all over me when it's like Russian roulette. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. It didn't come out all spurty, for lack of better words. Okay, so we have cuticle oil pen. Oh yeah, nope, there it goes. So don't get too happy clicking it. Just let it slowly come up to the brush that you can see. It's very flexy and bendy. I'm getting an earthy green smell from it. Brittany's been doing a lot of green smells lately. I think she is in a holiday type of mood. Let me slather this all over. I said it on a different video, I think last week, one of my Black Friday videos. I finally grew out all of my damage from those acrylics. And it's really nice because I guess all the prenatals and stuff I'm taking, my nails are growing out super pretty and fast. So I'm hoping maybe when I come back in February, I will have natural nails. But no promises on that because I am very rough with them. And I don't really want to, I don't really want to grow them out a whole lot having a newborn coming into the house. But anyways, yeah, you can see that all that ugly growth line it's all gone. So they're kind of getting there if you can see it. This lighting is terrible. Anyways, okay, off the bat, that is I guess fir, F-I-R, that is green. It's almost like an aftershave type of thing. Very, very, you walked into Garden Ridge with your mom and she's going to take 2 hours looking at Christmas decorations. That's kind of, yeah, off the bat. That's really the dominant smell. It smells like a tree. Let's see. Scent is red berry, apple, greens, camphor. Okay, I do definitely, yeah, there's like a eucalyptus-y camphor type smell. Camphor, eucalyptus, fir balsam, pine, oak moss, soft vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and cedarwood. So this is, I mean, straight up. I would have to say out of the blend list here that this is like green tree and eucalyptus type smell. Not so eucalyptus that it's like you're putting Vicks on your fingers, but it does have that slight menthol undertone to the top note of the tree that I'm smelling. So if trees are your thing, this is definitely out there for a blend. Yeah, it's green. That's green, green, green. Definitely grab these and add it to your order. The next thing I have to smell for you all is KBShimmer's Sugar Scrub. These are right here. You can see it. This month's color. I know the lighting is just so awful here. The color is, it's like a white and like a lavender type color. This month's smell is Cozy at Home. I fluffed it up a little bit because I took photos and everything last week. What is that? I don't know. It's like a berry, like a medium type of kind of berry, sort of, but not like berry in like a fresh or artificial fruit way. It's like a berry. What is this? I'm freaking stumped. Christy, what did you put in this? Let's see. Cozy at Home. Description. Hint of vanilla. Deeper notes of tonka, bean. Subtle floral notes of vanilla and jasmine. A trace of patchouli. Yeah. So I guess warm. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. It's definitely warm. To my nose, it's not like straight, it's not like a vanilla. I don't really want to count it as a vanilla smell. I guess what I'm getting is probably the tonka and that. I kind of get the jasmine a little bit. There's definitely, the patchouli makes sense because it's like a neutral kind of earthy smell. I am so sorry. This is like, I'm not helping any of you. It's true, but it's like it's a subtle smell. And I guess it is kind of floral sort of, but again, the vanilla it's not like, if you're looking for like a super vanilla smell, I don't think this would fall into that category. It's florally. That's how I have to say it. Florally with a strong earthy note to it. But the floral is not super strong either. It's what an interesting smell. Again, I apologize. I know this is not helping any of you decide, but there is I definitely get that floral, and then there's that strong like earthy on the bottom. It's a very, I want to say neutral, very, to me it's unisex. Like if I had to describe it as like a spa type of unisex smell, that's what I would classify it as. Not gourmand or anything like that. How interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely, it's like an earthy type of realistic floral, if that makes sense. You can use these in the shower. You can use them on your hands, use them on your feet. I'm probably going to give myself a pedicure next weekend once I get everything done, gearing up to my break. You can, I personally use these in the shower. If you do, just a helpful tip, I recommend using a popsicle stick or something so you don't get water. If you get water in there, it's totally okay. I know a lot of people will like, I'm a goblin because I don't use that stuff, but your choice. I just prefer to just keep it a little clean in that regard. So KBShimmer Sugar Scrub, the scent that Christy stumped me on this month to describe. It's pleasant. It's just different. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like that. I can't super pinpoint what it is, but anyways, enough about that. Wish listing is currently open right now. Be sure to get in there. I will link you all below to Polish Pickup. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. All you gotta do is leave a comment on this video, and I will choose 10 of you on December 4th at 7 p.m. Central Time. All the links will be in the description box below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.